Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead. Give some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for you guys. I hope you're doing well. If you're interested and you want to follow me over on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot, so you can find me over there. And let's just jump right into this reading and see what messages we got going on for the week ahead for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days. What messages do they need to hear for the next 7 days? Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days, the next week. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Taurus? What do they need to focus on? What do they need to be aware of for this next week? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Any messages, please? Okay, we have the deer and the fox. Oh, wow. There's some really beautiful growth and some sort of commitment. I also see with the oyster at the bottom of the deck, you guys could be learning to really open up and share your vulnerability. Yeah, so there's something that's definitely growing. There's something that's definitely developing, or you're starting to see some sort of expansion in some aspect of your life. I'm kind of picking up more like relationship energy, and for some, it's like maybe there is the energy of your commitment to going on a deeper level, you and your partner really opening up, getting to know each other. If you guys are, in the early stages, if you're already in a relationship, I feel like there's this energy of talking about the future of like what you guys imagine. Are you moving in together? Maybe, right? Maybe y'all are already living together. Maybe you guys are talking about marriage or family, or talking a lot about the future. If you're not in a relationship and you don't resonate with that, you might really just be focusing a lot on like your own commitments and your own things that you wish to grow and to see evolve and blossom in the next few months, really getting clear with your intentions and what it is that you're going to commit to. But the energy of the fox is like things can change very quickly, very rapidly, very suddenly. So just keep that in mind of like the seeds that you plant. I feel like the ground's very fruitful. I feel like it's very fertile, and you can expect to see some really solid results this week. I feel like you guys are going to accomplish a lot. I think even the deer is like a very light, celebratory energy. It's very nurturing. Remember to take good care of yourself this week. Get plenty of rest. Eat your vitamins. Eat some real good meals. Even exercising, things like that, but to really just practice nurturing yourself and taking good care of yourself, because I do feel like there are a lot of changes, lots of shifts that you can expect to play out, and you got to be on tip-top. You got to be tip-top Taurus and get ready for what's yet to come. So let's pull some tarot messages and let's see what else is expected for this week ahead for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But we got double earth energy coming up. Remember to stay grounded, stay rooted, stay centered, and let's get into this. Whoa, if I can shuffle. The cards are really not wanting to shuffle right now. Like at all. Okay, weird. Let's just try a couple more times. Any messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days? The deck does not want to shuffle. Okay, let's just get right into it then. Okay, just like that, we have the moon and this top card try to come out, so I'm going to take it, the Hermit. Okay, so we have Pisces energy as well as Virgo coming out. Messages for Taurus, there's your energy coming through here with the King of Pentacles. Messages for Taurus, the King of Wands. Holy shit! Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Wands reversed along with the Two of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Swords along with the Sun. And the Magician, okay. Oh, okay. I'm picking up on, so you guys, I'm picking up on like this energy. We're going back to this relationship topic that we were just talking about. The cards at the bottom of the deck, I kind of feel as if like there's this relationship. This is a message for those that are like in a relationship or some sort of partnership, or there's something about this connection. So we have this Two of Cups. There's these two different energies, okay? Two different people. I'm talking more specific towards romance. There's some sort of message that comes through that kind of comes across as maybe bad news, or something that's like kind of feels a little shaky or a little bit uncomfortable, right? And it comes in very quickly, very suddenly. And initially you're like, uh-oh, like this doesn't sound good. Nine of Swords, like I'm kind of scared, I'm kind of feeling anxious. Like it's like the text, like we need to talk, and you're like, oh my god, like what do they want to talk about? What did I do wrong? Is there what? And you start racking up all these possibilities and what ifs and what if this and what if that, and oh my god, like really just feeling anxious, right? The Nine of Swords. But then we have the Sun, so it's just like it gets cleared up, or it's actually not bad news, it's actually good news. But the way it felt was like, you know, like, you get what I'm talking about? Like, we need to talk. You're like, oh my god, like, what is it? And they're like, okay, like, my friend invited me to the wedding and I don't know what dress to wear. I'm just kidding. But it's just like, you know, something like that. I kind of feel like at first it feels like, oh my god, like, what? But then it turns out it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, that's like a specific ass message, so not gonna apply for everyone. But we do also have Leo energy coming out. So let's break this down. We have the moon coming out. So right now, you may be feeling a little uncertain with where you're headed, where you're going, or what to expect. You know, there's a lot that's up in the air, and you're trying to get your footing. So what I would recommend for you guys for this week ahead is just to take it one step at a time, because again, things are very uncertain. Things can happen very quickly, unexpectedly, and it's important that you notice these little stepping stones. You just take it one step at a time and try your best to remain in the present. Now, to do that, to be more in the present, right? Also, your intuition guides you to the right decision. If you have any choices, which some of you maybe do have choices regarding a relationship or regarding your emotions, definitely trust your intuition, okay? Trust your gut. It will help you. And if you're not really sure what your gut's telling you, if you have some important decisions to make this week, go inward and get grounded. Calm the mind, connect to your own inner world. Just take some deep breaths, and answers will come to you, okay? But yeah, Hermit coming in, it's just like you guys definitely need some time to yourself where you can just sit and contemplate and just think some shit, because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of moving pieces, and you guys are needing to definitely kind of retract your energy for a bit. So I do feel like there could be a little bit of like this isolating energy where maybe you have like a lot of emails, phone calls, text messages to get to and respond to. But right now it's like you really got to put yourself as the first priority and just focus on, making sure that you're all right mentally, emotionally, physically, all that. Like, definitely try to schedule out some me time, some solo time, okay? We have the King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You guys are more in this masculine state. Also, I just am seeing here, the Deer is more green, same with this King of Pentacles, right? There's more of this greeny energy versus the Fox and the King of Wands, which is more yellow. So that just kind of caught my attention. I was like, hold on. So maybe these are two different energies, two different people, or maybe this is just like the energy that you're embodying this week. So you guys are, you are working your ass off. You are staying hardworking. You are staying determined, dedicated. You're very focused on, taking care of business, taking care of the responsibilities. And again, I feel like you're going to accomplish a lot this week. I feel like you're going to get a lot done. It's like you have this list and you cross off all the things that you wrote of what needs to be done, and you're going to accomplish it. Like, I would say by like Wednesday, you've accomplished a shit ton. You're like, wow, oh my God, we're only at Wednesday. We still have all these days left of the week. And I feel like I'm finally like free from a bunch of these responsibilities. So definitely, instead of procrastinating, pushing things aside, I feel like this week is about taking action and just like going for it. And yeah, I feel like you guys are going to get a lot of things done, and things are going to be quite smoothly for you. Things are going to move quite smooth for you. So yeah, Page of Wands reverse. Is there another way I can read this? If you've been experiencing like communication problems in your relationships, friendships, romance, there could be definitely you can expect improvement for that. So if you've been kind of dealing with miscommunication or not really seeing eye to eye with someone, whether this is in business or friendship or love, whatever, I do feel like you will be able to clear that up this week. I feel like you guys will be able to reach a resolution. Maybe you were kind of fearful, like, oh my God, I don't know if this is even possible. I don't know if we'll ever be able to see eye to eye again. Like, what if we can't? What if this is it? But I feel like, obviously if the effort's put in and it's mutual, I feel like you can expect some really positive, a positive outcome. Okay? The Sun and the Eight of Wands, definitely lots of movement. And the Eight of Wands does talk about like a lot of different things manifesting and movement, like lots and lots of fast action movements. So kind of like what I was saying, I feel like you're going to be very busy this week. I feel like you're going to be on the go. You got so much to do, so much to get done, and you're like, oh my God, right? Which is so important. You guys get some solo time too. You got to schedule some solo time. You got a lot on your plate, but yet you also have to prioritize your own needs And, yeah, because there's a lot going on. You're like gonna need a moment to just kind of check out and just like observe like what's going on, what needs to be done, what have I already finished, accomplished, you know. So there's a lot of things happening this week. It's a lot, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. So let's take a look into let's take a look into this Nine of Swords and see like what has you feeling so worried or anxious. You really need to just trust yourself, trust the present moment, get grounded into the present. So by doing that, you gotta get into that hermit mode. Maybe go out in nature, go out and get some fresh air, burn off some steam, get into some sort of exercise practice. Again, you got to fit that in. You got a busy schedule this week. You got a busy schedule. Try the Nine of Swords for Taurus, summarizing Venus in this next week, the next 7 days. Tell me about the Nine of Swords for Taurus. What is Taurus like feeling anxious about, or why is this here? Tell me this Nine of Swords for Taurus. Tell the Nine of Swords for Taurus, summarizing Venus for the next 7 days. What is Taurus so anxious about? So worried about? Oh, okay. We have a lot of cards. We got a stack here. High Priestess, Nine of Cups, Temperance, and Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot on your plate, right? You're really just trying to find the balance. You're quite satisfied with where you're at, but sometimes it can just feel very overwhelming. Like you just got a lot to take care of. You know, for those that are like in school, right? Maybe you have like exams or lots of like assignments and projects you gotta get done, or you know, if you're in your work, you may have certain responsibilities with like due dates, and you have a certain time limit. You have to get certain things done by this day, or you know, you just have a lot to take care of. But overall, you are quite satisfied with where you're at, and things are moving very nicely. Okay. And there's that energy again with the High Priestess, Piscean energy. You needing to trust your intuition, but there is some sort of opportunity coming through here with Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this could be maybe relating to your career, your money, your finances, or something that's tangible. Maybe some sort of offering coming in. And I feel like it will lead to a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction, but just be mindful of self-sabotaging tendencies, okay? Some of you may have that tendency to, like, hold yourself back or feel like you're not capable, feel like you're not good enough. But, like, Taurus, you are so capable and you are deserving, you are worthy, and you just gotta remember that and to not get in your own way, which is, did I say that in one of the daily readings? I may have said that in one of the daily readings. Can't remember now. It's all just like warped. I've done a bunch of readings lately, but that is okay. But yeah, overall, like you just need to trust yourself. Some of you are like, I don't want to fuck things up. Things are moving really good for me. Things are like going finally the way I've been hoping, the way I've planned for. I don't want this to, you know, be all ruined or feeling like this is too good to be true. This is too perfect. This is too smooth. Like something's going to happen. I know it will. It's like you got to break out of that mindset. Okay. You need to really just trust. Let's take a look into this Ace of Wands. See what you're manifesting here. Tell me the Eight of Wands for Taurus, summarizing Venus for the next 7 days. Definitely loss of movement. I'm seeing like even like some travel for some of you, lots of running errands. Definitely make some lists. Otherwise, I feel like you could be running to the grocery store like every day. You're like, oh my god, I forgot to put this thing on the list. Now I gotta go out again. And then you go back home, unload your groceries, and you're like, shit, I forgot to get this thing. I forgot to get the eggs. I forgot to get the coffee or whatever. It's like, yeah, make sure you make some lists. You got a lot. You got a lot on your plate, you guys. Oh my god. Tell me the Eight of Wands for Taurus in the next 7 days, the next 7 days, the next week. Tell me the Eight of Wands for Taurus for the next week. Okay. We have the Star, Three of Cups reversed, and the Prince of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups, Death, and the Princess of Swords. So there's a few things that I'm picking up on. First thing is like maybe you've been kind of in this place in your life where you haven't been the most happiest, you haven't been the most fulfilled, life just kind of felt a bit lacking, and you're wishing and hoping for a change with the star, right? You have a sense of hope that you won't be in this for very much longer. You'll get out of this, but sometimes it's a lot, right? But you're slowly, with this Prince of Pentacles, you're slowly moving out of this, and you're slowly getting closer towards, achieving your goals, achieving your wishes, your desires. And, sometimes it's hard to stay positive. Sometimes it's hard to look at the things that you already have and be grateful. Sometimes we get really carried away with, oh my God, I still don't have this yet, or I'm not at this place, or I don't have this, or, we slip into this mindset of, negativity and just feeding into old habits, right? So that could be tying into that Nine of Swords. Be mindful of that. Another thing that I'm picking up on, because now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups, indicating that you had left something behind. You had walked away from something, even with death coming out here. Scorpio energy. Something came to an end. So whether this was recently, or maybe this is something that happened a while back, but there's some sort of ending here. But then we have the Page or Princess of Swords, and sometimes this can talk about like keeping tabs on someone, or someone keeping tabs on you on social media. This can also be talking about communication, and since we're clarifying the Eight of Wands, some of you are receiving a message from someone who maybe you've been at a distance with. Three of Cups reverse. So if there is separation, there could be the energy of someone trying to come back around. Maybe that's what you're like, I don't know what to do with this, with the Nine of Swords to this Ace of Pentacles, right? You're gonna need to trust your discernment, but right, if that happens, if that's the case, you definitely got to go inward here with the Hermit to kind of figure out what to do with this. But for some, it's just like, am I picking up on anything else? Queen of Wands reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, Page of Wands reversed. Some of you could be getting clarity, right, with the Sun, Eight of Wands, Two Cups, Page of Wands reversed. It's like, maybe this is maybe some of you could be receiving like unexpected. Oh my God, I know a Taurus who had their ex reach out to them. Oh my God, that's so actually funny. This is for next week, but it just made me think of one of my Taurian friends. We're not in Mercury retrograde anymore, so we can't actually blame it on the stars. Let's take a look into the Sun. Talk about the Sun, the Taurus, Sun, rising, Venus in the next 7 days. Can you talk about the Sun for this next week? Staying pretty optimistic. Things are looking really positive. I like it. Talk about the Sun for Taurus, Sun, rising, Venus in the next 7 days. Hello? Got a card speak. Got the Sun. Alright, deck is ready then. Got the Sun. There we go. So we have the Fool coming out here, Aries energy as well as Aquarius. So whatever it is that you're starting this week or taking action into or initiating, it definitely looks like it will bring a lot of fulfillment into your life. It may require you to jump outside of your comfort zone or do things differently, approaching things differently. Talk about the Sun for Taurus, Sun, rising, Venus in the next 7 days, the next week. Two of Pentacles. So you have some sort of choice. And the Five of Pentacles. So if you don't like where you're at currently, Five of Pentacles, you have to make a choice. A choice, are you either going to stay in this energy of lack, in this energy where you're feeling unhappy, feeling unsatisfied with where you're at, kind of like that we were saying with this Three of Cups reverse, or are you going to make a choice to do something about it? That is completely up to you. And it's also about you guys getting back your balance and weighing your options out. Especially if this is regarding like your career or finances, your money. If money's been tight, you may be like weighing out your options, or you may have choices as to where you want to work. And you're trying to figure out, okay, well, which is what's going to be best for me. Like you're weighing out your options. as to which I feel like I'm feeling like there's like a fork in the road. You can go left or right, and you're trying to figure out which direction to go down. I feel like either way, whatever you end up doing, it'll bring you towards this happiness. I feel like it'll bring, either way, whatever you end up choosing, Taurus, this week, whatever choice you end up making, definitely trust your gut, trust your intuition, be sure of yourself, and have confidence that you're going to be fine. You're going to be better than fine. You're going to be great. You're going to be thriving, without a doubt. But I definitely see, like, this is for someone who is trying to come out of a period where maybe money has been tight, or you've been kind of struggling financially. Maybe you've been looking for a new job. You may have a couple offers or a couple options that you're weighing out. You're just trying to figure out, okay, which one's going to be best suited for me. Whatever you end up choosing will be bringing you towards a lot of fulfillment, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of stability, security, that kind of stuff. So I'm not too concerned about like what you end up choosing, because whatever you end up choosing, it's going to be positive for you. So just trust yourself. And if you need to go inward and kind of think about it or contemplate it, take as long as you need. But you really just need to rely on your intuition, okay? Right? My intuition will guide me to the best possible decision. So that's for someone out there. So lots of different messages, a whole lot of different messages. Obviously, use your discernment. What is for you, take it. What doesn't fit, don't fit it. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't force it. That's what I picked up on. We're going to leave it there because I'm trying to keep these weekly reads, fairly short, straight to the point. Lots of different things we talked about. So use your discernment, of course. I hope that you found this helpful or insightful and that you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to follow me on my other social media, I do have Instagram, TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.